And our third main topic today is this. So, Lucas, we've had all this discussion in the past weeks about World War Hulk. And then, of course, we had the She-Hulk series finale, right, where we were teased with Scar. And so...
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, right. And so his son's there, Scar's there. They're clearly setting this up. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but early on, Lucas, I had said that what I was hearing, the murmurs I was hearing was that they were setting this up to be a movie and maybe even a 2-part movie. So it would be like almost like how Infinity War and Endgame needed to be. Yes, but World War Hulk, right? And then right after I had heard that, it quickly, just weeks later, we hear that no, they're thinking about doing this to like a 4 or 5 part Disney Plus series, and they'll all be about 50 minutes long. And it was like, okay, that's interesting. And so the questions were always there, like, well, why didn't they go with the theatrical thing? Because, it's going to be expensive to make, and they're going to need to make that money back. But then Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever came out, right? And when it did, we were all like, okay, Namor's in it. So immediately since Namor and Hulk's, rights are owned by Universal, we immediately assumed that because Namor was in Wakanda Forever, that Marvel or Disney was able to reacquire the rights for Namor and Hulk to use in feature films. But that's not true, apparently, because the director has spoken out, or some of the creators and producers behind Wakanda Forever. And actually, basically, what they did to use Namor is what they do to use Hulk, right? The movie's not Hulk's movie, but he's in it. Mm-hmm. And that you can do. They can do that. We see the Avengers.
It's the what's the actual word for it? The distribution rights that they own,
Yes, the distribution rights, but it's to a Namor film.
Yes.
This isn't a Namor film, Wakanda Forever, right? And so that makes sense, but that's not what we thought. We assumed, like I said, that they had gotten the full rights back and that maybe we would even see a Namor movie in the future.
Well, they talked about it, or
for
like
sure.
a TV show.
But as you can see, I have this article here pulled up by Screen Rant, and they're asking the same question. Universal owns Namor's rights too, how the situation compares to Hulk. And the thing is like I said, this is really... weird right now, and we're just gonna kind of have to wait and play this out and hear more as we go, because I'm not really sure what's going on, but from what I'm hearing now and what I'm reading is that they never got the rights, that Universal still has the rights to Hulk, and that's why they pulled the plug on the 2-movie Hulk, World War Hulk, and changed it to the series, because they have rights to use Hulk
for like a TV series.
Yes, but not
on their own streaming service.
Right, but not in
to do a movie.
Right, exactly. And so this is kind of disappointing to hear. This means also if we do want something to more moving forward, that it would have to be as well, right? A Disney Plus series or something to the effect, or he would pop up and stuff, like Hulk did in She-Hulk type thing. But yeah, so this is very interesting, and there was some other stuff that's being said. There was some stuff filed with the SEC about the rights for it and when they come back. And from my understanding is after 15 years, they are able to get the rights would just revert back to Marvel, and that's supposedly in 2025. So maybe they get it back and decide to go to the movie route, and because Hulk and that stuff wouldn't come out until later anyway. And there was also some filings with the X-Men characters. Apparently, they don't have quite the rights because of contract stuff. They don't. Contractually, they're just not able to use some of these characters yet, even though they own the rights back to them. So, yeah, they're filing stuff in the courts and stuff now to make sure they do the right things to obtain the rights. But, yeah, who knows what's going on with this Universal and Hulk stuff. All I know is if you know anything about me, I want more Hulk. Just give me Hulk. Kill Bruce Banner. So, but, yeah, Lucas, you're hearing this, man. What are your thoughts, buddy?
I mean, I'd heard a few of these things too as well. I'm just like I get it from Universal's standpoint, or if you want to compare it to Sony, which not totally fair too, because they've made like a string of at least somewhat successful Spider-Man movies, but it's the same thing, right? Like if Sony doesn't use Spider-Man or like Spider-Man, make a Spider-Man character-based movie every whatever years, it automatically reverts back.
That's right.
And it's like, I get it from Sony and Universal standpoint. They're a business. They own those rights. It's their right to own them. You know what I mean? But as a fan, I'm like, God, just give it back, dude. You know, because I do want to see a Hulk movie. I want to see a Namor movie, man. I like them all being under the same, you know, Mickey Mouse shaped umbrella. If it's got to be that way. But I get it. You know, I get Universal not wanting to give up their rights for it, and Sony as well, because clearly it's very lucrative. You know, clearly, I mean, you know, Marvel,
Sony will always own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
For facts.
Until Sony doesn't exist anymore, which is not going to happen.
Unless they buy Sony. Because at the end of the day,
right.
I mean, how do you put a number on that? Even if you're like, hey, bro, we'll give you $10 billion. Like, if you're Sony, you're like, damn, that's a lot of money. But I mean,
make 10 good Spider-Man movies, you can make $10 billion.
Right, but that would still take 10 years.
Sure.
So that's a good chunk of change in a small amount of time. But then you're like, but what am I about to do with it? I can still, this is a lot. Right, exactly. So they're never, ever going to sell it because even 10 billion may not be enough. It really may not be.
For
in the long
Spider-Man
run.
too, no less.
Right.
I mean, they own
They got Venom. They got Morbius. They got
Madam Web.
All of this shit. Aunt May movie.
Let's do it. Why not? You know, whatever.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean,
at least she's hot now.
But, you know, I think in some ways Marvel may have shot themselves in the foot by buying Fox. For the characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, first of all,
at least temporarily.
They're $70 billion down.
Right.
But also, now Universal's looking at that paycheck like, I bet we could get a couple billion for. We just gotta sit on this for a while now. Right. They don't have plans to make a Hulk or Namor movie, but they might now.
They don't have the rights to.
They just have the rights
to distribute one.
Yeah.
They've lost it because they didn't make one in enough time. They had to make one like every 3 years, and after the Ang Lee 03 Hulk's failure, it didn't. They didn't make one for like 2 or 3 years, so the rights reverted back. But they did pair with Marvel at the time, who was not owned by Disney in 2008, to distribute the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton.
Well, and you know, that's the thing too, is that why can't, like, I mean, movie studios work together all the time.
Yep.
Like Disney and Sony did it. Like, you know, Universal, if you're going to keep the rights to it, do it. Or keep the distribution rights or whatever you want to say. But like, I mean, don't deny the fans what they're asking for. You're just shooting yourself in the foot, you know? There's a way that you guys can both be happy, I feel like, and I don't know. Just give us a World War Hulk movie. That's
yeah, right. Yeah, either that or just give me the hot Aunt May movie. I'll take it. Yeah,
hot Aunt May. Let's do it. Yeah,
right?
Why not?
Give me something, man. Give me something good, Marvel. Jeez. But yeah, with that down, guys, or let me know what you guys think. What are you guys' thoughts on all this? Do you think that Marvel did get the rights back? Do you think they're waiting? Will they get the rights back? How do you think all that'll work out? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.